go 1st and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw, Kaiser. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Kaiser. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And tough starting field position here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw. Nash. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And an alley to run. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
In motion, James, the tight end. They begin with a run by Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Crowell. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, Nash. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And On 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
All right, here we go. Watch it now. Back it up. Leopard.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 3rd down. Nash. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the run, it's Corral. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Let's go.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Nash. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake. Nash. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Nash. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Nash. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down. Nash. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nash. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll make it across the... Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A screen complete to Crowell. And Crowell lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Check. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Black round. Black round. Kill. Come on.
first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser just getting the play off. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down. Nash. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nash. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Nash. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! Oh, let's go! 3-19! Leopard! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Nash. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch it now,
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again. Nash. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Nash. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to roam now. The 40, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. To throw on second down. Nash. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Nash. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
On first down, Nash. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on first down. Nash. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again. Nash. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nash. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And 10, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This one. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. Nash. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, Nash. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Nash. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On 4th down, Nash trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action. Kaiser going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. From the gun, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Long for Kaiser. And this one is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Nash. He's going to fire one deep over them. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And down it goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go. 38.
Kaiser on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now Kaiser. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephen Weatherly in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On the counter, it's Crowell. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Over the middle to Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Here we go now. Blue
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Looking to throw. Nash. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
first down. Kaiser. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Following the fumble recovery, Nash under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Leopard. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nash, he's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Nash. Over the middle, complete. That's Pearson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back now in Cincinnati. Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Set. Blue, 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Nash. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's got a noon one. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A very solid gain of 27. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Ohio. 99. Check 99.
Kaiser yet again. Anunwa's got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Run 38. Run 38. Ohio.
Again, it's Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round. Ohio, let's go. What? None. Flex round.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Let's go. What? None.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. In his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11, so the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Nash. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No, check. Here we go now. 319. Gone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Check 15.
On 1st and 10, Nash airing this one out for Evans. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nash. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 319.
On first down, Nash. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, Nash. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down, Nash. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Nash. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to launch this thing way down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Here's Kaiser. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Kaiser. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Kaiser now. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second down, Kaiser under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. What? Nine. Ohio. Ohio. Black round. Black round.
To throw is Kaiser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty...
Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Throwing after the interception, Nash. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Black round. Black round. Here we go. What? Nine. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ohio. Ohio.
Back to it after the pick 6. Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Kaiser to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And Charles, you know.